What's up everyone, Master Fox here today. I know that I haven't made a video in a long time. It's been probably around a month, but I just started my clinical rotation, so I've been kind of busy and my schedule's been pretty hectic. But I thought I'd get back into it with Worlds right upon us, and I thought about just kind of talking about what I think will be really good at Worlds and kind of some predictions. And it's already underway, but there's still a lot more competition to be held, so I just want to talk about what I think will be good. It looks like there's a lot of Blue Eyes decks competing, and the previous world champion, Shunsuke, is also choosing to play the Blue Eyes deck. And if I had to choose a best deck, I think in the Worlds format, I think the Blue Eyes deck is actually a very powerful deck, and it might be able to just prove itself as the top contender in this Worlds format. Although other decks that I think will be very strong contenders as well are the Pendulum variants of the Magispector decks, as well as Burning Abyss. I think Burning Abyss might be that kind of underrated deck that may end up coming and winning this entire thing, just because the deck is very stable and it's able to play consistently in its manner, and it has a lot of staying power just because Dante is just such a powerful card, and then throwing Beatrice on top of that, you just have a stable deck that can deal with such a multitude of situations that in putting it against many different other types of decks, Burning Abyss just has very good matchups all around. There aren't any matchups, at least in the Worlds format as far as I'm concerned, that Burning Abyss really doesn't like to play. Every matchup for Burning Abyss is pretty good, and there's no outright lose matchups. And that's why I think Burning Abyss will be a powerful deck that's a bit underrated. I think most people will be vying for the fact that Blue Eyes and maybe these Magispector variants are the more likely decks to win, but Burning Abyss is definitely not a deck to be counted out. I just wanted to go over some information with you guys that was posted on Reddit. This is just a nice summary of the players playing at Worlds, as well as their qualifying decks and the deck that they're choosing to play. We can see that the champion of 2015 qualified with Teller Knights, and now he's playing Blue Eyes. So that's kind of interesting. He is the former champion, so it's likely that he does have a lot of insight into the game, and so he chose to play Blue Eyes, which I think is a good option, and probably what people would say is the best deck in Worlds. Although Worlds is a largely untested and very small sample size format, so it's kind of hard to predict exactly what will do well. And since it's such a small sample size, theoretically, having a good bracket or matchups overall could bring you up into the finals, even though your deck may not be the best overall. So it's hard to predict, but Blue Eyes is what I would say is probably the best deck overall in Worlds. So looking overall, there's not too many surprising things. We see a Monarch player from the United States, which is interesting, though I think Monarch's a weaker deck in terms of the Worlds format just because of the hits in the OCG carrying over into the Worlds format. Monarchs kind of lose a lot of power from that, though the deck is still pretty good. Over in the OCG, they've reformatted to play different strategies, so it'll be interesting to see how exactly he's utilizing that Monarch deck. Moving on, we see a Cyvern player from Peru, which is very interesting. I would like to see how that deck plays. And the most interesting thing of all is this Madolche player from France. I think a lot of people will root for him as the underdog. Overall, in terms of all the decks that I've seen that players are playing at Worlds, I think Madolche is probably the most underrated. It's probably theoretically the weakest deck, but it does have a lot of power plays. Maybe if he gets a little bit lucky and with some good matchups, he could power its way through, and who knows, maybe Madolche will be the winning deck of Worlds and it'll be the champion of 2016. You never know. But anyways, what I think about this Worlds format is that Blue Eyes will likely be the deck that's coming out on top, if not taking up most of the higher ranks. And then maybe if there's an upset win, then I would say some sort of Burning Abyss variant. But that's what I think overall. This is just a quick update on predictions for the Worlds 2016 format. Let's see how it plays out. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Hopefully it'll be soon.